Oh,
No, memes.
ah. I mean, you are playing Near Automata, so it is full of memes, literally and figuratively.
Man, I fucking hate fishing in games.
Anywho, D. Two big D's.
Indeed.
Speak for us, Lawrence. Uh, Controller of Sharpe, King of the Orcs with a C.
Hola, señor. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? ¿Sí?
C.
I don't speak Welsh.
Oops, sorry. I set his microphone to some sort of ancient Celtic-esque language. Let me just adjust that.
Oh.
I mean, it was Spanish, but okay.
Well, yeah, but I don't speak
was
Welsh either.
Yeah, it was a play on. I was doing a play on him saying Welsh, and in Doctor Who, when they try to speak the actual language of the people while it's being translated, it gets translated into Welsh, and then they think it's Celtic.
I was just doing I don't speak Welsh. That's a true statement, no matter whether I spoke Spanish or not. Mine was a non sequitur. I'm sorry. I'll stop talking.
No, it was funny.
So, who remembers what happened last time?
I
I
told
took
you.
over an old encampment.
Orcs. That's my contribution.
That's a good contribution. Fair enough. So we'll cut back in. Sharp, what do you want to do now that you've been named chief of the Orc tribe? And also, Hex, what do you want to do now that you're accountant?
Accountant
There
of the Orcs.
There is an orc approaching you who's like, "Hey, so can you come over here and start handling the money?"
Yes, I can handle the money.
Excellent. They're gonna guide you over this tent, and then inside you see on one side a large sack of money, on the other just a mountain of paperwork.
How much of this paperwork would you describe as necessary?
The orc says probably all of it.
I was worried you'd say that.
Well, I'll leave you to it. You're our head accountant after all.
How
Just,
many
don't
other
think after the
accountants
last
are?
guy.
How many? Sorry, what happened to the last guy?
He was overworked. So he killed himself.
How many other people here have like any qualifications in accounting?
Mm. I think Fred does.
Could you send Fred in
Sure, I'll get him for
if
you.
he's the only other one?
They return a few moments later with another orc who will approach you and be like, "Hello."
So
How do you
Fred,
do?
I hear you have some level of accounting training,
Yes, I was the accountant before the last accountant.
and
It was
you got
the
out.
worst job ever.
And you got out without killing yourself, right?
Yes, I waited until a trial by combat happened, and then I immediately gave up by burning my test sheet.
Interesting. Well, I don't need you to become as the head accountant. I'm gonna be drafting in some help because I think the way the system works, the reason why it drives people mad, is that it's all put on one person.
Ah, you think we should like delegate the accounting work among
I
many
feel-
people.
I feel that as we are the two people here that are trained in like any level of accountancy training, we should walk into that room, shut the door, and work on this until we work out a system together, and we can become a head accountant and an accounting assistant. The advantage being you also know the systems of paperwork that they use here, so you can help me out with that before I get up and running. You'll only have to work a little bit every day rather than working the whole amount of time, thus giving you a much more fulfilling life.
Give me a persuasion or deception roll, whichever one you think is more appropriate.
Which do you think it is for getting the only other person who knows how the books work into a room so I can kill them quietly and pretend they killed themselves?
That probably is deception.
Or for them, a very upsetting persuasion.
Oh yeah, they'll follow you into that room.
They'll follow you to the ends of the earth.
Cool. Me and my friend Fred here are going to go, and he's going to tell me about how they do their books, and if anyone checks them, and how often they look for the money and make sure that it matches up with the books. And then Fred is going to have a tragic accident where he gets overwhelmed from me bringing him back to his trauma of accountancy and off himself.
I see. How are you gonna
Oh,
settle his account?
I feel that I should not describe that on voicemail message.
Oh no, I think you should describe that, Graham. We need evidence to hold against you.
No, because you could record this and it'd be a problem for me later.
I'm not recording this, I promise.
Just know, Joseph, that like there are sharp objects, and those objects can meet areas of the body where they are very incredibly painful.
Okay.
I need it to look like he could have done it himself while he's distracted with the papers.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you could set this up.
The answer to that is yes, Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, it's very convincing. This crime scene.
And I'm like, coming out with, "Oh no, Fred has taken his own life. The curse of the accountant strikes again."
Da da da.
A bunch of orcs come over and are like, "Oh my god, Fred killed himself.
Oh shit.
Thank God we've still got you, our primary accountant."
Can't believe how much stress accountancy puts on the user.
Yeah,
It is truly one of the most dangerous skills involved in orc life, it turns out.
that's true.
And
Good
then
luck
from
with
this
that.
and then from this point on, now that I know that no one else knows how to read the books, I'm just going to start embezzling as much money as possible.
Okay.
And by the end, you realize they still have more money with you embezzling than the old system gave them.
That is fair if they make more money out of this as possible, but I'm just going to be skimming a soft like 15% off the top.
Okay. So you're now skimming 15% off the top of whatever the orcs make.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
If I have to be doing the most dangerous job in Orcdom that has 100% mortality rate so far, like Hex needs a little bit.
It does have a high mortality rate.
100% except for me, and I've just started the job, so currently like 90%.
True. So Sharp, some orcs are going to report to you that your ex the ex accountant killed himself.
Damn it! Who's going to back up the main account? Let's get him buried.
Okay, sir.
Damn it!
Also, what's your first decree? What should we do?
I'm gonna whisper into Sharp's ear to say, Say party.
My first decree is to receive your uniforms and equipment that I will be distributing, which I will have my men distribute amongst the clan.
Oh, sure. If you want to do that now, the orcs will start putting their uniforms on. Give me a moment.
Yeah, we'll do that. Second decree is to, you know, keep the uniforms as clean as possible, along with the weapons.
Okay.
Third one is to start the training regiments in military tactics.
Oh, okay.
Also, I've got 3 rules.
Huh?
First, no thieving apart from when you're starving or from the enemy. No thieving apart from the enemy or if you're starving. Don't get drunk without my say so, and fight as if the devil's about to stab you in the back when it comes to it. Can you follow those rules?
Yeah.
Well, I said party, but okay.
Now go get pissed.
Yeah. Woo! Best chief. Best chief. Best chief. They all run off and start raiding this warehouse for booze. Hex, a bunch of orcs show up on your doorstep and demand booze.
Why have you come to me? I'm an accountant.
They say, "Cause booze are stored here."
I look around. Is there booze stored here?
There are some right in the back.
Like how many bottles?
There is a barrel.
Okay. I'm like, whose authorization are you coming for looking for the booze?
Chiefs.
Has the chief signed anything?
No, but he said go get booze.
I hand them a bit of paper through the door and be like, go get him to sign this.
Sure. This one snatches the ticket and then runs to Sharpe. Boss man,
Yeah,
sign here.
I'll read it.
X, what does it say?
It is a ticket that says the person who signs this is authorizing the withdrawal from the funds of 1 barrel of alcohol. No punish. Like, this is noted and will be kept as notification just in case for paper trails later. It's basically just a document I can put into the files to be like, so when someone goes,
I'll
where did the
sign it.
barrel of booze go? I'm just like, you spent it on the fucking party.
I'll sign it.
Sure, after you sign it, he runs back
It's
And
brought
presents
back.
you with a bit of paper.
I stamp it twice. I then like put it in hole punch it, put it in the right section, and then I let them take the barrel.
They all take the barrel and begin dispersing with the barrel in the center of the party. They all just sort of cluster out with their booze, some of them occasionally returning to the barrel for another drink. But they all seem pretty happy.
Being an accountant's so difficult.
Oh yeah, and one of them will drag the corpse out and just sort of bury it next to the fighting pit. After that's done, back to the grog.
Grog, grog, grog.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
Lance is just going to keep working on the lenses for trying to get them lenses like completely clear, like he's using his all-purpose tool to like make finer and finer, sort of like polishing wheels to like try and get them clear enough that he can like see anything through them. Unless somebody comes and grabs him for something
Sure.
for the microscope, I meant. Because like obviously like making tools checks, he wasn't able to do it quickly, so it's just gonna be like, okay, I guess the only way to do this is to do it meticulously. Just spend time on it.
Does Bunya want to do anything? Either of them?
We're just enjoying the partying.
Sure. Your little baby dragon will just be chatting with the orcs. They
I
stop
am
doing.
obviously at this point trying to work out exactly how much money is in here and how much of that can go missing tactically.
They have about 3,000 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's largely divided amongst gems and like gold coins and a few silver and copper coins. They also have a statue that is made of gold that is worth about 400 gold. And they have a piece of art worth 300 gold. It is a beautiful painting of a man in a suit. They appear to be human, about early 30s ish, late 20s.
Mm-hmm. Anyone recognizable or just a generically?
You don't recognize their appearance. The only notable thing that would stand out about them is they have a prominent scar under their right eye.
Okay.
But aside from that, that's all it seems to be in there.
Okay, that's fine. We'll start skimming.
So do you want to take 15% of the gold?
Yep, 15% of the gold will disappear in funds that I will make a trail that makes it look reasonable that those funds were spent by the group.
Got it. Sharp, what are you doing? Your men will probably also go enjoy the party, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll check the perimeter.
Sure, you want to go do some scouting of the area? Give
Yeah.
me a survival roll, Sharp.
Uh, 14.
With a 14, you're wandering about, Sharp, checking the perimeter of the village, when you would find that there are some cats.
Yeah.
Some cats.
Yep, you find 2 cats. They seem to be traveling together.
I'll crouch down next to them and stroke the head, and I'll be like, "Oh, what are you two doing?"
Give me an animal handling.
10.
Yeah, the cats will, like, wander up to you because you smell like food. And generally just rub themselves on your legs while you pet them.
I'll give them some food and stuff like that.
Yeah, they tear into the food.
Nom 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 nom.
I'll bring them back to the camp and feed them stuff.
Sure. What are you gonna go feed the cats?
Meat primarily, and water.
Sure. You go looking for some tasty eats for the cats.
Yeah. I'll tell everyone these are the regiment cats now.
Sure. They'll head over to where the food stores are and just start eating. Your some of the orcs will approach and be like, "Oh, what's the cat called? What are they called?"
Runciman and Duco.
Runtham and Duco.
Runciman is
Runciman.
one cat. Yeah. And Duco is the other one.
Runciman and Duco.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The next question is, so boss, what we're doing next? Where we're attacking?
We're packing up camp and heading back to our main base to defend against incoming enemies.
Oh, there's more subordinates.
Yes.
Where are
They're off to they are off to the east, aren't they, Joe?
they? They'd be off to the west from where you are.
Yeah. They're off to the west.
The orcs are like, oh, okay. I haven't heard
But
of any allies west of here.
Do you know of any other orc encampments nearby?
There's those losers to the north.
Want to go and recruit them and train them?
I don't know, boss.
Yeah, but just think about it. They can be the fodder. Huh?
I don't like them
Why not?
because they punched me last time we met.
How about if there's a competition to get in control of them as well? I can put you in one of the rounds so you can punch them back.
No, they're weirdos who don't elect their leaders based on who's the best at violence.
How do they do it?
They have some archaic system of voting or something.
Oh, democracy.
It sickens my stomach.
Does it?
How will they know if their leader's good if they can't rip out everyone else's throat?
Okay. How about we go and get them to what would you say they're good at?
Regime
Dying.
change.
Okay.
Can we
So
introduce
you
this orc thing to the British government?
why don't we go and enact a regime change over there? Huh?
Like, take their over and take all their stuff. Then it'll be our stuff.
Yeah,
And I
and
was given 15%
recruit
of that
them.
stuff.
And recruit them, you know? Get the if their ways are so strange that they're obviously misguided and need correcting, right?
Conversion in some sort of camp.
Which bunny is saying that?
I didn't say anything. You're imagining
All
things,
right, fair enough.
Joseph.
You're right. You're too right.
Like if you think about it, their land, realistically, it's our land, really. Do they even have a? I doubt they even have a flag.
So we go there and put a flag down. But boss, we don't have a flag.
But we do have a flag. Whole flag out of the and the uniform there. Yeah.
I thought that was a tablecloth.
No, that's the flag. The fish flag. Do you recognize it?
No, not even a little bit.
That this flag here is Africa. We've gone with flag.
Okay, none of that came through on Discord.
Okay. With I have to convince our flag that our flag
I'm not getting
you
anything
guys
through
get-
from
Am I
Lawrence.
having?
It's all glitchy.
Yeah, am
and-
I having a stroke?
Yes.
No, either that or we all are.
Ah,
But no,
okay.
it's coming
I-
through very glitchy and bitty.
something. It's something about a flag.
Capture the flag.
Let's go play a big game of capture the flag.
Or alternatively, we don't.
Oh.
Hello.
We have to go and convince those losers up north that our flag here, which I'm attaching to the very long pole that I have, obviously, that our flag is the best flag and they should come and fight for our flag.
Okay, I hope you guys heard that.
We did. Yes.
Sadly,
Yes.
we did.
Oh, excellent. Then yeah, they're like, yeah, let's go get our flag and put it there, and then they'll have to enjoy our flag being their flag now because we own them.
Exact. And take over their government via democracy. For aid.
No. Democracy's terrible.
You see, what I mean by democracy is, you know,
No.
aggressive negotiations.
It's weird, but okay. I can get behind that.
To convince them that we're better and that they should follow us.
Yeah. And then we take all their stuff.
We take some of their stuff.
All their stuff.
How about we incorporate them into ourselves so that we can go and take over more places?
Like the
Yeah.
Borg, yeah.
And they can be a class of citizen below us, like a second class citizen.
They can be part of the army.
Yeah, like a low part of the army.
I'll give you promotion if
You shut the fuck up.
you'll be reasonable about it.
Yeah. Reasonable. I'll reasonably assert my dominance over them. As is our way.
As is the way of things.
We go sit on them, tell them that they now fight for us because they do.
Yeah.
Are you two both coming through like two different mics somehow?
Yeah, we're in hell right now.
Let's party
I'm
tonight.
hearing like
and
two
then
Lawrences.
wake
One of
up in
them
the
seems really
morning
far away.
and then we march to the north.
And one of them's closer
Yeah.
than you'd like.
Now go get.
Okay. Resumes drinking.
Too
What?
afraid to ask what the fuck is going on.
Don't worry,
Lawrence
Graham.
came into my
Same.
room.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to roll with it. Whatever we're doing.
Something's happening, maybe.
Something is maybe happening. Excellent. Well, if no one has anything else they'd like to specifically do this afternoon, the orcs will go just to sleep after they've all gotten very drunk.
We are
for
going to go to
spending-
the north and take over an orc encampment to the north
Oh,
and
okay.
incorporate them into our army effectively.
Have fun with that.
But we're going to do it when we're going to do it when the orcs are less drunk in the morning. Unless you guys have other plans that we need to do of particular urgency.
I
If
have no
you- if-
plans.
If you approached Lance and asked that, because he's again in the little like crafting tent with all of the smithing stuff, he would just be like, he'd just be like, whatever you say, new boss man, I'm down for it. I'm down.
The Dark Lord would have some objections, mostly just I want to go keep following this compass, and it says to go further east.
I was going to ask like the next day if we all like bunch together, like if we all like gather together to like go, okay, we're gonna go this way. I was gonna ask the Dark Lord, hey, what's the status on your compass that points to where you need to go?
Still east.
I mean,
On the
we
one
can
hand-
go further.
Yeah, on the one hand, if we go and do what Sharpe's wanting to do, we could end up getting a whole lot more resources and manpower, and then come back and go east, or prioritize that task if we think we don't have time to do a detour.
I don't see what could possibly be a massive pressing issue.
So we could go north, do Sharpe's thing, get extra manpower and resources, and then come back and head east.
That seems pretty good to me.
Hey, Sharpe,
Yeah,
sound like a
sounds
plan
like a good plan.
after doing that? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Since DM question, since I spent like that whole day and the rest period working on this like scrapper microscope thing, did I make any worthwhile progress?
Uh,
Considering it's like not a magic item, and I am using a magic item to try and make it work.
you make a good amount of progress, and you would be able to give me another dexterity based tools check.
Okay. Once the sheet loads. I always forget. It's like so as soon as you get on, open your bloody character sheet so you can just click when you need to. Why do I not do that? Dexterity based, all purpose tool. That shouldn't have been with advantage.
So 14.
Hang on a minute. Why is it only? Yeah, it's +6. I could make that as high as a 17, if that's any better.
It's up to you if you want to or not.
Yeah, give us. I'll take the 17 and I'll burn my clockwork amulet for the day.
Sure. Yeah, you would be able to get the lenses right this time, and you can clearly see things through the lens.
Okay. Do I think would I think I have any time looking at like what other people are doing? Because I assume it's going to take like at least a little bit to like amass together all the troops and all of their equipment and go, right, we're going this way. Everyone like haul your stuff.
Yeah, it would probably take the orcs the better part of the first half of the day up till about lunchtime to try and pack everything up.
Oh, okay. In which case I will do these tests then. Uh, snaps fingers, conjures a. I'm just gonna say it's a syringe, and do a quick visual-based blood test on myself to see if there's anything in my blood that shouldn't be there or ordinarily wouldn't be there, and just like puts that onto a glass slide and has obviously like the second one to sandwich it and stuff like that.
Give me a perception check.
Come on, Lance, you're proficient in this. Guidance as well. 17 again. I'm gonna switch advantage off because usually I have it on query. 17
Okey-dokey.
again.
You would notice that there's something else in your blood that looks strange. You can't quite make it out because it is very small,
Mm.
but you can see there is something there.
Yeah. If I oh. Hmm. I'm just looking through my stuff that I have that I can like see if I can extract that. Just like adjusting any of the dials or anything like adjust the DC or glean any further information to like focus in on whatever this is.
You think
Like,
that
is it?
you are effectively at the max, like you believe that you're at the maximum resolution of what this microscope can show you, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You think you would
Ah.
need a more precise microscope to see more detail, like something in a lab. You think something along the lines of like an electron microscope would be what you're looking for. But you can you can distinctively make out that there's something in your blood, but you can't really tell what it is.
Oh well, at least I have this for later stuff. I can remove the blurry note. I'll. What does it? Does it just look like something? Does it look like something that is a distinctive color to the rest of the blood, or is it just
It's
something
like
that's like really small?
it's like a fuzzy gray blob.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of like things that I can do with it. I was thinking I could try and like sample it away using like the magnetite or something that I have or something like that, but that would also just a freaking blood sample with it. Because fun fact, because of the iron content in your blood, it is affected by magnetism.
Yep.
Does it react to like? Do I see any sort of reaction if I apply like some sort of magic to it? Like, I'm just trying to glean more information. Like, do I see any sort of indication of something changing, or any sort of like movement or reaction at all if I, for example, cast precipitation to warm the sample or cool the sample, or if I use something like maybe 1 granule of the batlarium and dip that in the sample.
Uh,
One granule of batlarium, bang, the whole thing explodes in my face.
when you warm it and cool it, nothing. Actually, you would, if you warmed and cooled it, you would probably see that the little fuzzy grey specks effectively start disappearing when you do that.
Hearing. Okay.
And then when you put
When
the
warmed or cooled, or either.
what do you do first?
Cool then warm, because I think because he would be like, depending on like boiling and evaporation temperatures of whatever it is, it might disappear if I warm it too much.
Then it's after you warm it.
Crack. Yeah. Okay, sample 2, try the other test. See if it reacts to a thing that is extremely reactive to magic.
Uh,
See if it's magical in nature.
Effectively, what you would see happen is you would see little white particles start forming.
Around the grey ones, or around the batlarium, or just in general?
It would be wherever the batlarium touches the grey stuff.
Alright,
The-
so it is a reaction with the thing that's in the blood.
Yeah, you would get little white particulate, basically.
Okay, okay. So it is magical in nature, makes sense. It seems to just disappear when heated, though. But ultimately, if I can't get a good enough look, because I simply cannot make a precise enough tool with, let's be real, bits and pieces that I've picked up along the side of the road, Lance, like, I'm going to stop wasting everyone's time at this point and just take the information that I do have. And Lance just like sits back, slightly defeated, as he's just like, track on a track stick with calculus source to boot. I can't make something precise enough. Puts the stuff away. At
But
least I
yeah,
have that for other things.
Sharpe, in the morning, the army looks really riled up. They look ready to kill.
Sure, let's go north.
Excellent. Sharpe, give me a D100 roll.
82.
You notice a very scared pigeon flying away from your large army. of orcs.
Okay. Um. Can I tell where it's going to?
It's flying north. Like in the direction of the settlement you're heading towards, you would guess.
Okay. We'll continue going north.
Okie dokie. As you carry on north, you would eventually see a small little fortification. It seems to have some wooden walls in a little circle. As you notice, a couple of goblins hurriedly rush in as they see you coming, and they shut their little gates as your army takes position around the fortification. We go this map.
Okay. Um. Looking at the defenses, does it look like there's anywhere that's weaker than anywhere else?
You would guess both of the. Well, you would guess that the main gate is weaker than the walls. But that's the only obvious weak point. You would guess that the towers are the strongest area generally.
Are there any trees in the surrounding area?
Not for a while.
Would it be
And there's
possible
us
for
for that. Sorry, carry on.
Would it be possible for us to have collected any like fell and basically create ladders along the way?
I mean, you can do that now if you want. Try and make ladders.
Sure.
Uh, surely it'll take your usual craftsman a few seconds to string some of those together. Also, yeah, I'm just going to continue my quip from earlier, which is, and there's us without our usual aerial support.
Yeah, I mean, it does not take long for some orcs to rip apart some trees and get them into what is a sort of crude ladder shape.
Do you want me to help? Does anybody want me, Sharpe, Orcs? Do you want the artificer to help with this?
Yes.
What do
Okay.
DM?
Just give me a. It'll be just a dexterity-based tools check for like carpenter's tools, but I know you're just going to use your universal ones.
Modified 20 to make ladders.
Yeah, you make some sturdy-looking ladders. It takes
Well,
like
these should take the load of these should take the weight of an orc. Tosses them your way.
takes like a couple minutes of just you being handed some wood.
Okay. Now it's time for an escalade and an assault. Basically, we're going to have an attack go over the ladders and the walls, and an attack push against the main gates and try and ram them down. Going to have a contingent of ogres with some orcs at the front gate trying to barge their way through, smashing the gate in, and a large contingent of orcs go over the top of the walls over the ladders.
Okay, Sharpe, roll me 2d20.
I still can't believe Sharp's
Sharpe,
willing to use French words.
Sharpe, also, you get a tug on your sleeve.
Yeah.
No, it's Lance tugging for like to say hey.
Yeah. What do you want, man?
If they fortify their entrances, I do have explosive ordnance.
That would be useful. Can we implement the explosives to open up the gate as well?
Okay, Sharpe. So here's how
I
the
mean,
first part of the battle.
that's the main thing I was suggesting them for.
Here's how the first part of the battle goes. Your up front ogres who are trying to go at the gate don't really make a lot of progress.
Yeah.
And then the orcs sort of start trying to like group up, put their ladders on the side and try and go over, and that goes catastrophically badly. Like
Oh god.
they get slaughtered almost immediately as they're picked off by the archers in the towers, and then the goblins have like sort of clambered up and then just shoved some of the ladders back, crushing the orcs beneath them, making them sitting ducks. They managed to kill like a couple of goblins, but you lose a lot of orcs in that attack.
Yeah. I'll get them to pull back and regroup. So you were saying about the explosive ordnance.
Yeah, you might want to move everyone away from whichever sort of entrance you want opening.
Everyone
We are
back
just
from
straight up battling these guys now, right? You're just letting diplomacy just not happen.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing diplomacy with that. We're British. We don't bother with diplomacy.
Like he seems slightly put out by that. He's like, okay, you're the orc boss.
Sure, they'll like back away from the entrance if you want to put some charges on the door.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's not charges. It's not charges.
Oh, what you doing then?
I'll put the explosives next to the door and set them off.
No, it's not charges.
I said explosives.
Lance just lines himself up with the thing, reaches into a bag,
Oh.
pulls out a capsule, holds it above his head, click click, a rocket launcher. Fire in the hole! Fires. Rocket hurtles towards the wooden door.
Okay.
If one of the gun properties that are on the rocket launcher this is the conjure turret spell. The rest of it was just flavor. One of the options of conjure turret is a rocket launcher, and one of the features on it is attack rolls made with the rocket launcher against structures have advantage because of the blast property of the weapon.
Give me an attack roll with it and then some damage. Yeah,
Modified
so that
20 for that.
yeah, it'll destroy the gate and kill the goblins standing behind it. And the orcs actually.
I did say move your allies away. Why did they run right in front of the gate?
They like
No.
explosions.
No, that was the people inside the gate that died.
Yeah, that was the people inside.
Those ones, right?
Yeah. I'll rage and essentially lead a charge into the camp with like what's left of my army.
Alright, you and your boys are gonna rush in. Give me and they're going to quickly try and stop what's going on here and form some kind of a front line. All right, give me 2d20 rolls sharp, as they're also going to roll a d20. See how well they can defend. The answer, not very well.
16 and
Yeah.
3.
Okay. Fairly immediately, you break through their line and you kill a good number of them before a second wave manages to hold your forces just inside. As they all rush through and they manage to just about hold on to things. Give me another d20, 2d20 rolls, as they're also going to make a d20 roll.
At least the
It's
first one was bad.
it's fairly equal initially, with you both losing a good number of troops as you rush in and more reinforcements come to fill the breaches in your line, but they also lose a good number. And then in the second half of that, you just crush through their center and you're able to break in, at which point they are gonna surrender.
I'll go to whoever seems to be the leader of whoever's left.
That would be this person who is currently trying to run away from this giant ogre.
I'll tell everyone to stop.
Sure. Your boys will move in.
Join us or die. You have no options essentially. You're most of your men are dead. You've got nothing left here. Join my army.
Sure. Whatever you say.
In the Navy.
What with your fancy matching uniforms? And why did you come here and murder us all?
We needed you to join us.
Why did you kill all of us?
I mean,
Look,
in
you're
fairness,
obviously
that's why I was asking if you were going to do diplomacy first, and then you said no.
Diplomacy
fine.
second, murder first.
look. Best to take your opponent by surprise, and obviously that failed, so he couldn't back down.
Whatever you say, boss man.
Now, get the uniforms off the dead and put them on. And bury them.
Won't fit me because I'm a goblin.
Damn it.
Also,
okay,
a lot of them have stab wounds. Sort of.
they can be stitched. You know how to sew, right?
No. I think currently our tailor is a little bit smeared in your hair.
Ooh.
Damn it. Anyway, you're coming with us.
okay. The orcs hand shiny new red uniforms to the other orcs that survived, and then proceed to clamp the goblins in irons.
Anyway, we'll go and secure the resources from this camp, or whatever's left.
They didn't have much cool stuff. They had some money and some
Logs.
alcohol and
It does look very just sort of goblin encampment-y.
they didn't have
This was
guns.
this was kind of bullying, really.
I mean, yeah, you
as
guys
is,
showed up with
as
a
is
rocket
everything
launcher.
the British do.
It was
Yeah.
this was we had a rocket launcher and they had sticks.
Exactly.
Hey, all I used it for was to breach the barricade.
It was a rule of the Empire that you never fought anyone who could shoot back.
So yeah,
No
you
gunpowder weapons allowed for a fight to happen.
you successfully subjugated these goblins.
Do you know of any
Uh,
other orc encampments nearby?
do you say that Hex?
I don't say anything. I was making a joke out of character.
Okay.
They go, and if there are, would you go there and do what you did here to them?
We will try diplomacy first, unless they are violent.
Then
Yes,
why
but you
why
get,
didn't you
because
for
you were
us?
because you were collected first. You then become a higher stratum than them.
No, no, there aren't.
Time to torture people.
Now, do you
Are
say
you
that?
sure about that?
I'm pretty sure there aren't any other encampments of our size anywhere around here.
Ah, your
I didn't say of
size.
your size. I said any other encampments nearby.
I mean, there might be some smaller ones in the low-lying hills and stuff, but I don't think there'll be many.
Put them over the fire, Sharpe.
And hey you, Ogre, come here.
Which one are you pointing at? There's many.
This one.
Okay. He'll come over. He's like, "What's up?"
What's up,
I
my
think
dog?
our friend needs a bit of persuading.
True. He picks up the wrong goblin and throws them, and they hit and they splat outside.
No, stupid. No.
Did he seem
Don't-
persuaded to you?
Go and have a drink over in the corner.
Oh, nice. He picks up a goblin, rips its head off, and starts drinking it.
Chug,
Damn
chug,
it.
chug, chug.
Now, if you don't want that to happen to you, me if you
The goblin boss is like, "Oh yeah, uh, oh, I knew those guys."
You being an important word.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are some encampments in the low-lying hills, and I think there might be a larger one in like the higher hills.
There's a lot of might be's and maybes in that. Maybe you need to do another one to get him to,
I don't
think.
know. I haven't been there in a long time.
Uh-huh.
Also,
The last time we had contact with any of those people, we were getting killed by them. So we returned to here because it's hard to kill people in hills.
There's a whole lot of different encampments just murdering each other around here. I'm confused as to whether I've done a bad or not enabling this behavior, but at the same time, it's just kind of happening everywhere. You were having a go at Sharpe there for just turning up and killing you guys, but now you've just described the fact that all the other encampments are doing the exact same thing. What the plying hell is the morality around here?
Everyone raids each other for their
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. I need the goblins all outside of the camp, separate from the orcs, and goblins and ogres, preferably alive and minimally injured as possible.
Okay. All the goblins are gathered together in chains by these ogres and orcs.
So I'm not really sure, but did that go well? Or was it a war crime?
The Dark Lord is just
mean-
gonna be like, I don't think I like any of what's happening here.
Oh, buck up,
Yeah,
Dark Lord.
Lance goes up to both Bunya, whichever Bunya said that, and the Dark Lord, and it's like, I'm not sure. I'm genuinely confused and not sure whether I have done a bad by enabling this behavior, but it sounds normal around here.
Man, if Tim was here, he'd tell you the Geneva Convention didn't exist, so the war crimes technically didn't exist either.
Geneva
So true.
suggestion.
Okay. So,
Canada hadn't committed all the crimes yet to get them labeled as crimes. Canada, secretly the scariest nation in the world.
That's
I mean,
not
yes,
secret.
I am aware that a lot of the stuff that they did,
It's the reason it's
ended
in
up
all the war
being
crimes
part of the
conventions. Is
Geneva
like, oh yeah, it's
Convention,
Canada did this shit.
Yeah.
Harper, I need you and the other two riflemen here to persuade our goblin friends here to join our forces. Willingly and without duress, preferably.
Preferably without duress, is what I heard.
Yeah, preferably.
Alright. Join us or die.
Ooh, those are good options.
Well, the goblins already being imprisoned agree pretty immediately.
We will pay everyone joins our army.
Yeah, the
We are short
standard
on-
rate of a press ganged guy.
We are short
Almost
on weapons
nothing.
after having equipped our original orcs. Every second goblin will get a weapon, and the other goblin will stand behind them and pick it up when they die.
I mean, the goblins are definitively the local lesser class here.
Okay.
Hello, serfs.
Yep.
Let's go and find some of the smaller camps to
Add to our serfs.
get reinforcements from.
Sure.
Increase the number of levies we can produce.
Give me. Are you gonna try and go towards? Because if you basically, you would have to head west from here to go to the largest encampment that they were more reluctant to mention.
No, we're going to go presumably towards the smaller camps and towards what Dark Lord wants.
Sure. There are some like small hills a little east of here that you think would have some goblins in. Give me a d20 roll to see how successful you are at just raiding these tiny camps.
We will try diplomacy first.
Okay.
And I would like
Give
to,
me
I'd
a
like to go out there and
persua-
say,
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, Sharp. Give me
I
3
would
of
also like
those.
to. I would also like to point out that Lance will not be helping with the ordnance again because he's just like, I kind of feel bad for that.
Oh, it's not necessary. At this point, that he's basically running at people in tents.
Okay.
Hello there, sir. How can I stab?
Okay. The goblins in the tents looking at the goblins in the manacles are pretty reluctant to join you, Sharp. Give me 3d20 rolls to see how many goblins you snatch. Okay. Wow. Okay, yeah. You catch all of them. You raid 3 encampments and you catch all the goblins. Not one escapes you. Your brutal tyranny reigns over this land.
God.
As you get 2 more sizable chunks of goblins.
Um. Okay. Um. So. Uh, you goblins, we're going to give you a better life.
They don't look convinced.
Maybe you need an
By taking you
example.
elsewhere. By taking you elsewhere, where you will not be oppressed by the other tribes in the area, where raiding is far less likely to happen, if at all.
Yeah, so they can be oppressed by us, the orcs chant.
How did that orc read my mind?
Ignore that.
All the orcs are chanting that.
Orc, 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 orc.
They're optimistic and loud and brash. Please, just So, Dark Lord, you want to go east.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to keep going east.
Please lead the way.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Let's leave these charming people to their devices.
Our army's coming with us.
Oh,
All of them go in
Everybody
unison.
out. Get orcs. Get the whips.
yep, they get their whips.
The I'm gonna keep my team of orcs behind, and we're gonna go through this place for anything valuable and add it to the orc storehouse of money.
Yeah, they had about 800 gold here
Cool.
worth of random stuff and a bunch of shinies, little baubles and stuff, couple of skulls.
Well, anything that I see as valuable gets put into the orc coffers, and 15% of that finds its way to my coffers.
There is a ring that looks cool.
I'll pocket the ring, and everything else can go into the orc coffers at the moment.
Is also a necklace that is currently embedded in the forehead of one of the goblins.
Sure, we'll grab those out. We'll dig those out. That's fine.
Wait, is that a living or a dead one?
Living goblin.
Thank you. That was an important detail for what Graham followed up
we'll-
with.
We'll drag that goblin away and dig that out.
Okay.
Don't goblins need them unharmed.
Lance will raise a finger to that and just be like, "Would you like me to attempt that? I might be able to do it without harming them."
I mean, if you want.
Okay. Whispers to the goblin, "I am gonna have to remove that, but I assure you I will make it as easy as possible."
Alright, give me a medicine check. The DC for this is high.
God damn it. Even with me using healing magic to like help soothe the pain, I'll sink some spell slots in to cure wounds and such.
What's the worst that could happen?
Do you want this to
Good
be a
gods.
medicine check or a wisdom-based tools check?
It is a medicine check.
But I'm using the tools on him.
You are, and that's the
using-
reason you're
using
allowed to
medical
make a
tools.
medicine check. Without the
Can
tools,
I
it
not
would
just
be
use
impossible.
the tools?
Nope,
Well,
medicine check.
Shouldn't I be using the tools?
Medicine check, James.
Fine. Guidance away. Yeah, what else? He's trying to be nice to the goblin, while also, because it's like, why? It's set to advantage again. 16. Get off.
I mean,
advantage.
so
And also,
you,
I'll sink a spell slot into a cure wounds to hopefully make it easier on the guy.
so you very gently sort of pry the necklace out of their forehead, and it comes out in a smooth motion until you hear a sort of squelch sound, at which point the goblin just falls over. But the necklace comes straight out when he falls over.
Track. Is he alive?
Oh, he's super dead.
I track.
Damn it! What did I tell you?
Wouldn't let us lose tools, even though that I was using tools. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore.
Killing is
I tried.
harmful.
Thanks, we'll take that for the treasury.
I mean, what is the necklace? Is it anything?
it
or is
is
it just a necklace?
It is an ornate necklace with 3 jagged sort of crystals that dangle at the bottom of the necklace. One appears to be green, one is red, and the other is blue.
Is it magical at all? Or is it again? Is it just really nice jewelry?
It looks. I mean, how do you want to try and determine that? Do you use detect magic, or try and you can roll an Arcana check on it if you want to try and figure it out that way?
I mean, I'll roll an Arcana. I do have detect magic.
You taking a look at this, you think it's a magical item. You think it's something in the realm of. You think each of the crystals gives the magic item a different property, and you guess that the blue one has something to do with the brain or memories, because that was the one that was embedded in the goblin's head.
If Hex is still asking, Lance will be like, "You mind if I hold on to this? I think it might have something to offer beyond monetary value."
What does its monetary value look like?
more than what the gold would be, but I need to determine exactly what if anything it can offer that may make it worth even more than what we think it would be just for raw materials.
I'm going to ask you to sign this documentation.
1 second.
Sign this waiver absolving me of any wrongdoing.
Yeah, I'm asking you to sign me a waiver.
All right, I'm gonna read this. What does it say? Like, what is it exactly? With a
The
20
waiver is
wisdom.
just that you are taking a piece of the hoard into your keeping, and if it is lost, all like costs associated will be for recouped by you. Blah 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 blah. This is not in any way going to be Hex's fault. It's
you
not
can-
like Hex is part devil and part like so like contracts are inner nature, but it's not like
Yep.
it's not like a contract that's gonna fuck you over. It's just like a hey, you're taking possession of this thing that technically becomes part of the Orc tribe's horde. Please sign this paper so we have a paper trail of where it's gone.
Also, Hex, do you want to see if the ring is magic or not?
I will do, but I'm gonna keep. Like,
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna do
rolled
that
a
in a bit.
30.
It's only if Hex has the ring, so it's only
Yeah,
if she
it's in my
wants
pocket.
to-
It's fine. Don't worry, I'll look at it later.
oh wait, you were looking at the ring. I thought you said the necklace.
No,
My
I've got a ring
mistake.
on me that I picked up separately from you, like killing someone to get out of their headpiece.
I would like to make an amendment to this before amendment to be made to this before signing this.
What amendment would you like to make?
The fact that since I am essentially I'm essentially a member of this group that is kind of like a quartermaster or a treasure or a member of the treasury that assesses and quantifies any sort of assets or materials gained, that I should not that any sort of like losses and things should not come from my personal expense if things get destroyed or lost, or if I am like physically incapacitated and things are taken. I don't think that should come from that should also be like penalized on me for that, because that just sounds like rubbing salt in any potential wounds.
Amendment denied. I've got to look out for the future of this tribe.
And what if I just don't sign it?
Then you don't take that necklace.
Fine. Tosses both.
Sick, I can go identify it later, it's fine. Cool. Put them in the bag to be taken back to the treasury. We'll sort this.
So, are you gonna head off with the Dark Lord and your giant army?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay. This is gonna be interesting.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is normal.
Yeah. Nothing weird's gonna happen because you have this many extra things with you.
Exactly.
Hey man,
Sure, it'll be fine.
while we're on the march, the treasurer group, I will do the identification on these things.
Sure. Yeah, casting Identify on them.
Yeah, I'll just do that twice.
The necklace appears to have 3 functions, one for each crystal. The blue one can temporarily boost your intelligence by 2 for 1 minute. if you speak a command word, it resets at dawn, and you can only use it once a day. The red one lets you cast the spell Fireball. Again, once a day, resets at dawn. It is cast at 3rd level. And the green one lets you cast Plant Growth once a day, resets at dawn. And it requires attunement. The ring is a ring of psychic resistance. It gives you resistance to psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what those magic items do.
Can I check something? What's your intelligence score at the moment, Lance?
20.
Okay. Does the blue boost allow you to go above the max, the regular maxes?
It does.
Okay, cool.
And bear in mind, I'm also an alpha race, so
Mhm.
I can go beyond anyway.
Oh, yeah, good point. I forgot that we could do that.
I mean, in character, we probably aren't aware of that. We're probably just like, oh, we're just extra strong because of lineage. Or in Lance's case,
okay,
shenanigans that were done to him.
So, Lance,
Uh-huh.
during the march, I am going to go to our new leader of the group who is in charge of everything and be like, hey, are you able to sign this release for Lance to get hold of one of the new magic items?
Okay.
Sharp.
Did you glean anything? Okay.
Sure. What does it say?
It's just like basically you're allowing this to be released into Sharpe's Sharpe, the leader, to be released into Lance's possession for use in battle, and that
Sure.
you are taking responsibility for if it's lost. But you're the leader, so your responsibility is like
Sure.
whatever. Cool. I will
Sure.
bring you the headset thing you were looking for. Going, I got it signed off, and I will explain to you
Oh,
what it
okay.
does.
Yeah.
I needed official paperwork. I just don't want to be on the hook for this stuff. Every other
Yes.
person who's done this job has died.
Yeah, it's fine. That's what, but I don't know. It might be something off of. I don't know, something about it. Doesn't matter. See, like, he just looks slightly uncomfortable when it comes to like contracts and things, and then he just shakes it off. He's like, it doesn't matter. I get it. It's part of your nature, and you're being careful with the job, which is why I just went. I'm just not gonna touch this.
But yeah, it's fine. Sharp will sign anything. It turns out. But yeah, I will tell you
Interesting.
about the like intelligence boost, the fireball cast, and the plant growth, and then I'll point out
Right.
requires attunement.
That is
Okay.
fine. I can attune multiple
And I'm wearing a
items.
sick new ring.
All right. So eventually, it doesn't actually take that long for you to get here, but you would eventually arrive at this large. It looks
Hey,
like a
Did
large
Roll20
mansion.
just like scupper for anyone else?
Not really, but I have my character sheet like expanded fully, so
It's
I
just
wouldn't
completely
have seen it.
frozen up again. Give me a
Try
second.
refreshing.
I'll try again.
And then your giant army of orcs and goblins surrounds this one mansion. As the Dark Lord's like, yeah, this is it. Somewhere around here.
What's the compass doing?
It's pointing at this building.
Is there like any way of seeing inside or any indication as to what it is, or is it just a big ass mansion with no identifiers?
It seems to be a large mansion. Like, there are a few windows, but they've just sort of look into seemingly bland rooms. Do you open the door?
I mean, is it open?
The door's currently shut.
I mean, by open I meant if I try the door, does it open?
Oh, if you try the door, it will swing open. Isn't
Sweet
it
chariot.
Yeah, you would see into this large open first room. And you open the door.
Okay, now roll 1,000 for me. Great.
Oh,
No.
excellent.
I'm now frozen in the loading screen.
Oh, wonderful. So roll 20's given.
Regardless, like I wasn't going to move anyway because I was just going to say that I stand to the
Goblins up front.
side to the Dark Lord and his just to him as succubus lead the way, and then you say goblins up front. Or
Yeah, I
point
mean the
them in the
Dark
right
Lord
direction.
the Dark Lord will head in.
Dark Lord, I think we should just have a couple of goblins walk in front of you. Just tell them where to walk.
At your request, a bunch of goblins are sort of shoved forward by the orcs. And the Dark Lord's like, oh, okay.
Your safety is paramount, sir.
There's just a bunch of cowering goblins
Well,
sent
from
forward.
Speaking of
someone's
safety
mic,
being paramount,
I was just saying,
that?
from someone's mic, I heard screaming children, and it just was perfect for pushing the goblins forward.
it's because I'm in my conservatory and there's people outside.
Yeah, so any of those noises you hear, it's goblins.
It's the goblins.
It was just perfect
I was going to
timing.
say, excellent, nice. I was going to say, speaking of the, that's going to be weird on the VOD later. Speaking of safety being paramount, are these orcs bringing up the rear? Are they?
Yeah, I mean they're just making sure the goblins go in. They kind of shove them in.
But are they following with, like the
Oh,
Dark
I
Lord?
mean, yeah, I guess they would just be like
Right,
making sure the goblins stay up front.
Lance goes to jump up on one of them and basically Yoda one of the orcs and just be like, "Hey, I'm missing my mount, so if you don't mind being the tripod for me being a turret," and holds out my gun to get a bit of higher vantage point for anything attacking and certain shoot.
Sure,
It's
you
like,
want to
rush orc, go.
you want to use an orc as your mount? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm missing my steel defender.
So you just sort of get on the back of this orc. He's like, oh, okay.
Hey, think of it this way. Think of it this way, orc. If anything comes to attack you, it's going to get blown to bits.
You know, I have a name, you know.
Brandish's gun. What's your name?
I'm Jeffrey, sir.
Okay, Jeffrey. Think of it this way. If anything comes to attack you, it's going to get blown away. Brandish's gun.
All right, so this goblin is sent into this.
In exchange, would you mind piggybacking me so I can see? I am small.
This goblin, after going into this room, will swiftly fall over dead.
Oh, what happens to it? It just walks through the door and then just drops.
Yep. Walks in, drops dead. It just a bunch of blood
Okay.
comes out of its mouth, ears, and eyes, and then it just falls over dead.
Okay, going to activate a detect magic or cast a
Then,
detect magic.
then the goblin goes into this room. This goblin walks in, and immediately just a big old bunch of spikes stabs it
Oh,
from
so
the wall.
Not spickies.
are these non-magical booby traps, or some of them magical?
They would appear to be. I mean, the spikes are non-magical. It looks like someone's just rigged up a fairly simple trap, and it skewered this goblin. The other room, it does not appear to have magic in the room.
Huh.
Could he,
Why would it just
spare
die
some
then?
goblin lives? Could we use magic instead? Murdering goblins.
Going in this room.
I mean, I'm trying. I've cast detect magic, and I'm assuming by what I'm hearing is that I don't see anything.
Yeah, nothing magical. The goblin walks in. It's like, I think, I don't think there's anything bad in this room. And then this goblin gets dragged under the bed and killed.
No, I've changed my
Oh,
mind. I've changed my
God.
mind.
By what?
Oh,
He
sort
knows.
of like a weird shadowy tendril wraps around its ankle and then shoves it under the bed, and then you just hear a scream, and then a goblin skull rolls out from under the bed.
Ooh,
I
how
get
clean
everyone
is
out
it?
there.
It is very clean. It's a dry skull.
Nice.
Okay, this is horrifying immediately.
Get everyone out. I've got a solution to this house.
Is it explosives? Because we can do explosives.
Yeah, the orcs aren't really keen on going in there, but they're happy for the goblins to keep killing themselves and stuff.
I want everyone out of the house first.
Sure, the Dark Lord and the remaining living goblins will retreat.
I'm going to approach the front of the house and start lighting a tinderbox.
Sure.
Obviously, there's stuff in here. I must set it on fire.
You light a tinderbox and you get a little spark going. What do you do? Do you set the tray and set the door on fire?
Yes.
It appears that it does not burn.
Damn it.
On one failed,
Lance,
sir.
looking at the exterior of the house, there is an incredibly faint level of magic. It looks
What
like
kind?
abjuration.
Abjuration?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just like
the building itself is protected by magic, but it looks like the traps themselves. Well, one of them just looked like a monster of some kind. I am going to brave this. I might die again, but hey ho.
Are you sure you're not going to go with Hex's suggestion and send an emergency sacrificial goblin forward?
I mean, we've sent 3. I'm going to go to the
It's not enough to
one
make a true
where
decision.
I'll jump off the orc. If he's
Okay.
too scared and doesn't want to come in, I won't make him.
Yeah,
'Cause
he saw
I
what
am
he saw what happened to this goblin that walked in this room. He doesn't want to
Yeah.
explore.
Lance is looking
Yeah,
at the one that got killed by the spikes and is just like looking at the trap itself and seeing if he can like get an idea of like how well and like how high quality these traps are and how difficult they would be to see if you didn't know they were already there.
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. Guidance. Let's go. What's the boost off of that necklace again?
Once per day, you can give yourself +2 intelligence.
For 1 minute.
Oh, for 1 minute.
Yep.
I'll try to make these investigation checks as fat now, because I'm probably only going to get one check out of it, really.
You may get a couple.
Okay, I'll do that because I'll probably end up making a couple before it runs out. So I'll boost that, and then guidance and investigation. Even then, it's only a 15.
Looking about, you can see this trap seems fairly unsophisticated. It's a simple string that effectively is laying across in front of the door. When the goblin opened the door, it stepped on the string, which immediately caused some spikes that were effectively hung over this desk to go loose and slam into the side of the goblin, killing it and pinning it against the wall.
Right. Right.
So it seems
Lovely.
fairly like a fairly simple trap.
Okay. I am then going to assess. I'm not going to enter the room. I'm going to lean at the. I'm going to be at the door frame, and take in the room as well as the area around where the goblin just dropped. Do you want another check?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Because this one was considerably extra weird. 17.
You don't really see any, like, there's nothing obvious from where you're standing that would have caused that to happen. Like, and the other than the faint glow of abjuration magic, there's nothing magical in this room. But you can
Can I
see that
reach the goblin from where I am without fully entering the room?
you think you could, like, grab him and pull his legs in. You would have to enter the room, but you think you could do it quickly? Like, he's very close to the door.
I'm going to do one last check of my. I do have a grappling hook. Can I grappling hook him and pull him out of the room?
Yeah, sure. That's definitely a thing you could do.
What is a grappling hook? Is it like dexterity?
It's fine. You can, like, you can just get him.
Okay.
It's not that. It's pretty
I'm
trivial.
gonna try and assess if he was killed by a poison or whether anything was like fired into him like a dart or something. Do you want like investigation or medicine?
Give me a medicine check to see if you can figure out what killed him.
Okay. I'm terrible at these.
It would be so
Never
as far
mind.
as as far as you're aware, like, you can't see any external wounds on him. Yeah, your best guess, he just died. He just went in there and died.
Since I haven't died off of interacting with him, I'll bring him outside of the building and just be like, if anyone's a doctor, could you like assess him to see what killed him? I'm not finding anything. And then I'll go back to the room where Lance just like gets like really low down to the ground and like peers into the inky darkness of like underneath that bed.
You cannot see under the bed. It is just darkness.
Is it just because it looks like it's dark?
It's because it looks like it's dark.
Okay. What is there any item on this table? Anything?
Yeah, there's like a pen and quill.
Cool, that'll do. That'll do. Pen. Magical tinkering feature. Flicks it. It turns into a glow stick. Essentially, it's still a pen, but it's just emitting light. Magical tinkering is kind of like a prestidigitation type of spell-like effect, but it's an artificer class feature. It just allows you to do things like record messages into items, make them illuminate, make them. It does a whole bunch of other stuff, but the two main ones are like lights and sound effects. And I'll just like toss that under the bed to see if it illuminates it or if it just immediately snuffs out.
As it passes underneath the bed, it immediately snuffs out. You then hear a snarl, and the pen is embedded in the wall next to your head.
Thunk. Yeah.
Don't think it likes pens.
I don't think it likes anything.
It was
Do
very
I
hungry.
see? Do I see? There's a chest here,
There is.
and then, oh my god, is it a bed mimic? Is it a fucking bed mimic?
The chest tempts you with all of its delicious glory. Untold riches could be inside.
Or do I just pull out the rocket launcher again?
Maybe you ask it what the riches are, because then it's told riches.
True.
Yeah, once it's told riches, it's less scary.
Yeah. Okay, you. I know that you're there. I don't know if you speak common or understand common, but I'm aware that you're there, so I am able to defend myself. I am going to be a real pain in the div to try and do what you did to that goblin. So you stay under there. You hear? Points the gun at it.
Y'all here?
Like under the bed.
Lance,
Uh-huh.
make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom, sake.
What the hell's wisdom?
This is in you, dear. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a fucking +3. Just roll well, Lance. Please. Doesn't matter. I couldn't make it higher than that if I tried.
Okay, you don't understand what's happening. You okay, in your brain there is just an amount of static as strange noises assault you from every direction, and you take 13 psychic damage. Give me an insight roll.
Goddamn wisdom. Everyone needs a weakness, I suppose. It's a 14.
You get the feeling like something attempted to communicate with you, but the only way it knows how to communicate hurt your brain a lot.
Huh. Hmm. Anybody here psionic? Or have any sort of psychic abilities or telepathy? No. I think the thing that ate that goblin is telepathic, but it's not working on me. Just gives a headache. No? It's like everybody.
No, sorry.
Mind Goblin D's
Dark
notes.
Lord. Are they mind
Yeah,
goblins?
that's a good idea. Bunya, we could send some goblins in. Maybe they could figure it out.
Sacrificing the goblins.
It's not sacrificing, it's research.
Fox.
Yeah.
Damn
you're
it,
able
I'm
to-
going in.
You're Sharpe, wait. The whole place is trapped. Bunya, Fox, you're able to basically
fox's name is
become
Bunya.
Oh, Fox will do. I'm able to.
basically become impervious to damage,
Yeah.
and you're able to transform into different things. Are any of those able to either communicate by telepathy or just say no to psionic attacks?
I mean, probably. Wait, should I have been
Okay,
helping?
I'm not going to make. I was just going to say I'm not going to make you, but if you want to help, you'd probably be very well suited to communicating with the thing that ate one of the goblins.
Oh, fuck. Someone's been eating the goblins? Have you seen this beautiful flower garden here? It is... it's gorgeous.
Goblin skull plops at your feet.
Oh, no, that ruins everything.
Yeah. Yes, it did that.
It's a very clean skull, though.
Okay. Door number 1 shuts it, and then with magical tinkering just like wipes his hand across the door, and with magical tinkering it just goes like, "Don't open, you will die," written on it. And on this one does the same thing, and it just says, "Don't open, scary monster will eat you."
Okay, quick question. Just to catch my brain up. Why are we here again? Is this Dark Lord stuff?
Dark Lord
Yeah, the
is
Dark
like...
Lord, the Dark Lord's compass is pointing him to go into here. But as soon as we did go into here, all of the goblins that were with us started getting murdered by various things.
Okay,
So
so
Lance has decided to brave the place and go, okay, if I get caught in a trap, I can probably tank it. Or if it's some sort of monster like what it is in that bottom room, I can probably fight it off.
okay, I was
And then
just
nobody
making
else went to help.
I was making sure I understood. I
Yeah.
do want to give you this idea of repeating what was the solution in the last place, which was Dark Lord go in.
I mean, that's why I asked the Dark Lord at the same time. If you go in, everything in here might just not attack you.
I mean, yeah, true.
I tried going in, but then all those goblins ran past me. And then they all died.
Okay. Do you want to, as a control measure, do you want to try it in this room, because we know what's in here, and if the thing in here still swings at you, I will light it up. Holds gun at the ready.
Sure.
Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Also, just be ready to defend yourself. But this thing does seem to be not entirely above trying to communicate. I will get out the way for him.
The Dark Lord walks in the room and does not get attacked by strange shadow creature. And they're
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Does
You
your
gotta
compass
save me,
tell
man.
you
I'm not
what
going back in that room.
Did you seriously?
I survived, but the vibes, woo.
That's
What is your
so
compass doing?
creepy. That's so creepy.
I mean, this whole house is. We've been here 2 minutes, and 3 things have died.
They kept asking me if I liked like craft beer. It was weird.
Okay, so that's the thing. That's the thing under the bed that was talking to you. So you do have some level of telepathy, or you are just able to receive it. Did you try thinking back to communicate back?
I did. I said I think craft beer's fine, and then it just sent me what it thinks that the goblin that walked in this room would look like as a craft beer.
What did it look like? Like to you?
It was this horrible, like bony, skin covered mug with a bunch of gore inside it, but like it was then sort of mixed and purified and stuff into this sort of brownish, horrible looking liquid.
Oh. Very nice description. Well, I say very nice. You know what I mean.
But yeah, at least this tells us that you're not immediately going to get that this place is warded against people other than you exploring it. So it'd be safest just to basically keep you covered just in case any of it, like the spike trap in the other room, is not able to distinguish. You
Yeah.
might be right.
Yeah, that seems legit.
What's your
Yeah.
compass doing, by the way?
I mean, it's just kind of spinning.
I thought so. Thought I'd
Whoa,
check
whoa,
anyway.
whoa.
Sure, he'll walk ahead to here, and then he's like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna be okay." And then you see a trap door open underneath him, and he's gone.
Ah.
Track goes with him, or goes to that door.
It seems the door shuts behind him pretty promptly, but you can see that there is a trap door there.
I mean, yeah, I'll open the other door, or is it just like on the floor here, or is it like after he's opened the door and gone into a room?
It's on the floor, like effectively right here. There is a trapdoor.
Okay. All-purpose tool become crowbar.
Maybe this is like
Crowbar's
just a
open.
shortcut for him. You know, like in
Yeah, I just want to be sure.
that the tale of the Addams Family.
True. Wait. Yes, lads would know that. Lance is like, yeah, actually, that'd be pretty neat, actually. Crowbar, floor. Do you want like a strength check or something?
Yeah, with advantage. If you're just trying to pry it open.
I mean, yeah, if it doesn't automatically open when I step on it.
It does not. You
Okay,
would
I'll
guess
try-
that
I'll
you're
try-
not heavy enough to trigger the mechanism.
Yuck. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
you managed to like
pretty bad roll for him for athletics. 22.
you managed to pry it open, and you can see that there is a just drop that sort of turns into a slide and arcs off in a direction.
Is it metal?
It is like a metal tube.
Oh, good. So the sound of vibration will carry my voice. Dark Lord, are you okay? Calls down the tube.
No, I'm in a very deep hole.
What else
I
is in the
think
hole?
something heard my yelling. It seems angry.
How did we get stuck with the lamest Dark Lord?
Wait, there's more than one?
Oh
Yeah,
god!
there are so
What
many.
the hell is that thing?
What is it?
And then you hear a crunching, metally sound, and a big scream noise.
Uh-huh. Is it girly?
Okay, guys, I think we have to go and save him.
It's a very girly scream.
Calls out to the rest of the groups. I think we have to go and save him. I'll go ahead. Eat.
Are you going down the chute?
I mean, I'll make sure to keep the door like basically
Oh yeah,
pry the door.
you've like snapped it off its hinges basically at this point.
Yeah, slings it off to the side.
As you go down, you get about 20 feet down it when you hit a sort of. It looks like something has crushed the tube from all sides at this point and is sealed off.
What the dip?
You can
Completely
hear
sealed, I can't see
like
through it.
You can't see through it. You can hear the muffled sounds of like armored footsteps and the beating of wings.
Eventually, your Dark Lord has to stand on their own.
Yeah. If anything, I low-key want to see this. What do I do? There's multiple ways I could probably just blast my way through this. Or do I try to do the smart thing and use the all-purpose tool as a scissor jack to like bend the metal back? Because once metal is bent, it's lost all of its strength, so you can easily just bend it back again.
You want to try and bend it back?
Yeah, all-purpose tool becomes scissor jack, which is just a tool that you can hold in your hands. So all-purpose tool can become that, and that just like, you know, you just turn the screw, and it pries the two ends apart.
Sure. You manage to sort of. It's quite hard to get an angle on it, but you do manage. As you start peeling back the metal, you would see that there is a thick layer of ice on the other side.
But I could hear him before.
You can still hear things. You can even sort of see things through the ice. Give me a perception check, because it's difficult. The ice is quite thick.
That wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to be. That wasn't supposed to be with advantage, and I wasn't. I'm sure I clicked it once. Doesn't matter. It was a nat 20 anyway.
Yeah, you can clearly make this scene out. I will just this, and this. Yeah, this is what you would see. If I shift ping you all over here.
Oh, a friend.
There is a Dark Lord who is currently trying to climb out of this large fissure in the ground as a gigantic white dragon is bearing down on him.
Kick its ass, Dark Lord. Kick its ass.
I'm not seeing this.
It's not I mean, it's going okay.
I'm not seeing this.
I'll shift ping again.
Like, I've just got to no. There. Now it worked.
Mate, I've not seen anything for like half an hour now. It's fine.
You see things?
I'm seeing. Oh.
Right, so he's trying to get out of a fissure in the. Oh, it's disappeared. I'm just going to find this fuckroll 20. He's trying to dig his way out of what, a fissure in the ground going down.
He fell into a deeper pit in the ground, and he's trying to climb out of it now to get into this sort of raised area, so that he's not in a hole for a dragon to just murder him.
Roll 20 is really just having a seizure on my screen. It is really struggling.
Relatable.
Can I? If is it just like a circle of ice on the inside of the tube?
Effectively, you would guess that there is a layer of ice coating the wall of
Mm.
this chamber, or the walls of this
Mm.
chamber, and effectively, when the Dark Lord came through, you think the dragon crushed the tube and then iced it over again with its breath weapon.
Right. So
You think it's
out of
like
the
possible to
again.
break in?
Oh yeah, I was like going. Is it still like? Am I still in the tube?
Yeah.
And there's like ice on the. Okay, so I can just press my hand up against the side of the tube, press the detonation to heat it, so that it might melt. Start to melt the ice a little bit, and then just use my arm of magical strength to just fucking open palm slap the ice out of the circle and just smash that into the room. Big entrance.
Sure. So,
Do
who's
you
going
want
to
an
help the
athletics
Dark
check?
Lord? No, the ice is only newly formed. It's pretty easy to break through.
Okay, so yeah, just warms the thing a little bit to weaken it, and then boom, smashes it clean out. Calls back up the tunnel. Dragon in the basement. Dragon in the basement. Send all forces. Let's see. Okay, there's going to be 2 lances on the screen because I don't think Roll20 is going to be able to handle me going across the map to fetch my token. So I'm just gonna blep.
All right. So, who wants to join Lance in the Dragon Hole?
I'm gonna try diplomacying the dragon first.
All right, let's see how that goes first.
Yeah.
Sharp
So,
jumps
is the
down.
fox gonna wait by the hole
Yeah,
and see how
Bo-
diplomacy goes?
both bunyas are just like crouching over the hole. One's giving a real thumbs up, the other's giving a spiritual thumbs up,
Okay. Okay.
as they do
And
not have
Tess,
thumbs.
are you joining in on this?
The helping or the thumbs up?
Sorry.
Graham, do you want in on this fight?
I mean, sometimes you got to let your Dark Lord grow by themselves, right? Like these are his challenges.
So you're gonna
Got it.
you're gonna join me at the top of the hole, giving them a thumbs up. Say
Yeah,
good
I feel
luck.
getting into the hole feels like a mistake straight away.
One of the orcs will bring you guys some popcorn.
Yay!
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna be close enough to help if it goes a bit wronger, but like
Oh
I
yeah.
believe this can work.
I am imagining it as like it's one of the trapdoors that goes into a slide, and we're just like sitting at the top of the slide, ready to go.
Yeah, you can
Because you're
just
just
hear the noise reverberating up there.
because you're just watching like, oh wow.
I
That looks
mean,
really scary.
Lance is going to be speaking entirely in Draconic, so
It's
if
fine.
anyone
I can speak
understands
that.
that, right, cool.
I understand
So-
many languages.
So he's trying to scramble his way out of there to the dragon, just in Draconic, and just holds up hands, in a sort of placative, "We're not a threat" sort of manner. It's just like, we aren't here to be of any threat and impose on you if you are not part of this man's trials. If so, let us know, please.
Lance, first thing you notice
Uh-huh.
about this dragon is it is like covered in illusion magic.
Oh, track. That could either be very good or very bad. Do you want like an investigation to see if it is what I think it is, or if it's something else? Or if it's
Give me an
fake.
Arcana. See if you can figure out what's going on.
I'll give it an Arcana, because I'm like, okay, this is either really good or really bad. I've used the thing. It's almost definitely been over a minute, so I'll put it back to 20. Sure, this is a new day, so I think I have my amulet back. 16. Unless I'm allowed advantage.
Basically, other than the fact that you think that it has some level of illusion going on, you don't know the specifics. It's a very powerful spell, more powerful
Actually, no. So,
than.
never mind. I'll use my clockwork amulet, and it does actually become a 24.
You are pretty familiar with the spell Simulacrum. You think this is a simulacrum of a dragon?
Oh. It should still communicate with me then. Unless it just says, nah, fuck you, die. And then just, blasts me.
It seems pretty nah, fuck you, die. Give me an initiative roll.
Oh, track.
You would guess that it has been ordered to just kill anyone who enters this chamber.
Ah, this must be the
it?
challenge. So I was right.
Turns out it kind of sucks.
Well, what have you gotten us into this time?
Yay, the Dark Lord also sucks.
But not as bad.
Okay, Sharpe, you're up first.
I am going to rage.
Against the machine?
I should reveal more
Also,
area.
if I'm up the top, but could you roll initiative for me?
Sure
You know,
thing.
just in case I decide to join in.
Sure. I'll just reveal some more area, and then I'll put you on the initiative tracker.
Because I am still stuck looking at a loading screen after trying to refresh a couple times.
Ah.
Damn. Roll20 is being very mean to you right now.
Roll20's doing the weird glitchiness a little bit to me.
Oh, that's fun. It's just Roll20 dying.
Maybe.
That's nice.
It is something it tends to do.
Okay, I'll roll Hex's initiative. Where's your token? There's your token. Add initiative. 14. Alright, so Sharpe, you're up first.
I will go 10, 20, 30 feet to here. After having raged, I will then reckless attack
Yep.
with my sword.
With your sword.
Ah, next turn, Fox gets great.
Nice.
Non-Fox, however.
And nat 20.
A nat 20 is indeed a critical hit against this dragon.
God, imagine you had a Vorpal sword.
For 24, 34, 36 damage. 10 of that being fire.
Yeah, it's not looking happy.
Then I will action surge.
Yep, or do.
And I will Nat 20 again.
Yeah.
Nice.
For 23. 25 damage, 3 of that being fire.
It is once again displeased at being hit really hard.
And naturally, at the end of my turn, I will say bastard.
As one does.
It is going to attempt at the end of your turn.
Remember, any potential attacks it has against me are at advantage. Unless it has something that gives it disadvantage, in which case it's rolling neutrally.
No, it's using a legendary action.
Yeah, but if that legendary action happens to contain an attack, that attack is at advantage.
Yeah, but it's not attacking. I don't think it's attacking. It might. Let's see. Actually, I think it can just fill the whole chamber. Yeah, 30-foot radius is more than enough. So it's the Dark Lord, Lance, and Sharpe all need to make con saves.
Yay, coward gang.
I don't
fuck
have
it.
advantage, but 12.
Those both fail. Also, the Dark Lord got a wow. Okay, that's a real. That's not ideal. 7. Okay, that's not ideal. It releases a big icy aura, and it only does 8 damage to you all. But your speed is
Uh,
also reduced to 0 as you are frozen in place.
I take 4 damage
That
But-
you do.
because it's a scrub.
I mean, that's not very
Okay,
nice, but it,
I was expecting to be. I was expecting to be just downed by that.
No, it's just. I mean that was just a legendary action. It hasn't had its turn yet. Hex, are you doing anything? Or are you just waiting for the first round? Graham.
Hey, could you read me what spells I have that could be useful?
Sure.
also, I assumed the three of us were joining on the start of next turn.
Oh, I asked to be in the initiative because I was ready to jump in if like something happened.
Ah, right. So you
you
would have went in
have-
before the
Yeah,
two
yeah.
ones.
You have Shadowland Stride. I don't know what the hell that does.
It gives me a
Stride.
fly move and burns things.
It gives you
you have-
flyby, and if you run past anything, it does a bit of burn damage.
But it only does
you
it
have Magic
once.
Missile. You have Misty Step. You have Blindness and Deafness. You have
Doesn't help with a dragon.
Toll the Dead. You have Shield, and you could go in there and stab it. You got.
If I
you
was
got
to
your
drop
swords.
down the pit and just like drop down, would I get to close enough to stab it?
Yeah, you could slide down and stab it.
Cool. I'm gonna do the thing to get my AC as high as possible.
I mean, you can wait until you get attacked to do that and save yourself the spell slot.
I think
I
he
mean,
means blade singing.
Oh, your
yeah.
blade singing. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
The thing that adds my into my armor save.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
so
Well, it adds
adds
into
the
your armor
AC.
class. Yeah. So you currently have 20 AC without
Sure.
casting shield.
And then I will drop down and I will, if I can get close enough, I'll do the like booming blade and attack.
Sure thing.
Hit it with whatever the strongest weapon is.
It looks like it might be your +1 sword.
Cool. I'm gonna try again. See if I can see if it opens on the 7th to try.
My roll 20 crashed, by the way, so I'm in the same place as Graham, where I'm hoping that it loads. I had to roll that last con save on the app because the app was the only thing that loaded.
So goes in for stab. You miss.
How did I miss? I call hacks.
'Cause you
Roll
rolled a
again.
13. Did you have another attack?
I do. The wizards get a second attack?
Oh, yeah,
Blitzing
definitely.
is
Blitzing
one
does
at
at level
6th level.
6.
What level are we?
5.
5.
Okay, so I'm below the level to get a second attack.
But you do intimidate very well.
Just singing at it.
All right, Lance, you're up.
Um,
You're weaving and bobbing. You're dancing.
I'm really not because I'm stuck in place because I'm iced.
Well, Hex is. Everyone else isn't. Everyone else is having a being frozen time.
There was no way I could have got to the other side of from Sharpe to get advantage, right? Dropping down.
Actually, no. You could have. Ah, no. You would have had to. You would have had to like go down into a fissure and then back up the other side.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's not walls. That's part of a fish and the rest of its floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine that there's water there,
Mm.
hence the bridge.
I
No.
have this dumb idea. I have this dumb idea, but it might get everybody murdered. So I'm gonna ask: can I make some sort of ability check looking at the environment to see how likely it is that I could pull this off? The idea is either conjure turret, rocket launcher, or use the fireball from the necklace and aim it like at the top. Either one of them at the top of the dragon, but leave enough space for the AOE from those things to hit the roof and hopefully have the roof like collapse some rocks on top of the dragon. Is that a thing that I think could happen looking at the environment, looking at the scene before me? Or do you want an
You
ability
think
check
if
for
you
me to determine
aimed
that?
above, you think if you aimed one of those attacks above the dragon, there is a reasonable chance that the roof of the chamber would collapse?
How likely do I think it'd be that it would squish my friends? 'Cause
Well,
they're
your
right
friends
next
are
to
right
it.
next to the dragon, so very likely.
Right.
But I'm okay with you doing
Uh,
this, says the two people up not in there.
On the actually on the bright
Bunny,
side
you
with
killed me
that,
once already.
on the
I'm-
bright side with that, Lance, you think if you did collapse the roof on above the dragon, you do think both Bunyas would fall on the dragon as well.
Yay!
uh, uh, if I know I'm bending the rules a little bit, but if I shout something at Sharp and Hex, can they use their reaction to move?
I would say they would have to do that on their turn to try and get out of the way, especially Sharp, who has 0 movement because he's frozen.
True. I'll go for normal, boring combat stuff then, for the time being. Okay, so I still have the fireball, so I can still use that. In which case, I'll still use conjure turret, because since I can't move, I might as well use the thing that means I can't move. But
I have a
I'm not
quick
gonna make a rocket
question.
launcher. Yes.
My sword is on fire. Would that melt the ice around me?
You could use it to melt the ice around you on your turn.
Sure. Am I still able to move my arms effectively, or is it just my legs?
Yeah, it's just basically your feet are frozen to the ground.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
I love that
Anyway,
while this
I'm just
conversation was
gonna-
happening, I googled if a simulacrum has semen.
What are you planning?
Well, not that now, obviously.
what? What is your idea that that is where you went with that?
I just love
I'm just
how
gonna start rolling attacks.
this whole conversation's happening, and anyone watching sees me just googling this.
Honestly, I think that's up to DM discretion. It has all the abilities of a regular version of itself.
Okay, this isn't working. I've been pressing attack on the app and it's not working, so I'm gonna try loading my sheet. Hopefully Roll20 doesn't crash.
We can only
Would it though? Roll 20.
I mean, it
I don't know,
already has
mine
twice.
still ain't loading, so
Okay, it's loaded my sheet. Yeah, conjure turret, bonus action conjure turret, main action, conjure turret, Gatling gun. So just conjures a minigun turret and just starts emptying the clip. This is the one that has the automatic feature, which means for every attack I make an additional one, but the additional one has disadvantage because recoil. So my first two attacks, which I'm going to make sure I don't have advantage toggled. Right, it is a normal roll because I am not the type of kobold that has pack tactics. Gatling gun attack 1. Nat 20.
Yo.
Second one. Guessing a 13 misses.
That's a miss, yeah.
Well, the nat 20 was nice. And then disadvantage, I can still roll well, though. Please roll well. 13
That's a
again.
miss.
22.
A 22 would hit, but you notice that a shimmering barrier appears around it.
Hacks! Calling literal hacks. Calling actual hacks. Also, will shout to Sharpe and Hex. Get away from it. I'm going to try and use the environment. I don't want to get you caught in it.
Sharpe will get right
after
on
the-
that.
Hey, he's strong. He's got a fire sword. Surely he can get his way out of that. 37 damage, I guess.
Yeah, it's in a lot of pain. Is that your turn?
That's all I can do.
It is now the Dark Lord who's going to try and climb out of this pit.
Oh,
try
that's
and
nice.
go
Come on.
then stab it.
Also shout at him. Come on, you. This is part of your trial. Use some of your Dark Lord magics. I know you got it.
Just let me climb out of this pit first. I got this.
I don't know what the succubi
Oh my
seeing.
god. Yeah, it's no trouble. He gets out of that pit, and is then gonna try and do a magic at it. Come on, a magic. Let's see if he can pass his Arcana check to actually do something. Oh my god, he's actually doing stuff. That's incredible. You basically notice him chuck some like blobs of dark magic at it, which will try and seize on its wounds. Now, can he actually do stuff? Because it needs to make a con save. Can it pass? That's really sad. Oh.
1 second.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can also do things. I'm here. By that I meant Andrew.
No,
Andrew's here.
I have nothing.
Andrew?
Wait, oh yeah, I was trying to open the character sheet. I realized I rolled them into the rolling thing that you roll things in. I'll make their roll a 3.
Excellent. So they got a 9, which is enough to fail, as the dark blobs on it basically just gash out a bunch of its wounds that it already had. 4. Oh my god, he's on fire. Yeah, it does not like that.
What oof
Lots
amount
of
of
snow
damage.
begins pouring out of it. As it is just not having a good day.
No, not my snow. That's meant to be in me.
It is indeed meant to be in it.
Oh no, your snow kidney fell out.
Oh, I was using that as it then turns into a pile of snow. Alright, it's its turn. It's probably just gonna try and... Actually, it will back up, giving Hex an opportunity attack because it's gonna try and get everyone in a breath weapon. Do you want me to stab it for you, Hex?
Sounds reasonable.
Does it move far enough away for me to be able to stab it?
No, you're still within 5 feet of it.
Bastard.
Graham?
Yes.
You want me to do a stab for you because you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah. If you want to stab, go ahead and stab. Actually,
Come
no,
on.
don't stab. I need just in case I need the shield.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's probably doing a breath weapon, so shield might not help.
It is backing up, and it looks like it wants to do a big breath weapon.
Okay, so shield won't help me, so stabbing it is the correct answer. Okay, go for it.
Ooh, you got a 19, which I actually think 16 damage. Yeah, that is perfectly enough.
Yes, Andrew was
how do you want-
correct.
How do you want to kill it?
Flailing
nice.
rapidly at it. Like it's the like I'm doing the dance. I'm dancing. I just like yeah. Dance moves. Still kill it.
Then
Yeah, you very skillfully and tactically
Big box,
stab
little
it.
box, cardboard. Sorry, big fish, little fish, cardboard box it to death.
Yeah,
and then the two bunyas jump down and are like, aha, prepare for us.
you kill
As it
it with
just
the
melts.
cardboard box attack, and it and carve out a cube of it, and then the two bunyas drop down just in time to see a puddle on the floor.
Oh, god damn it, that means we didn't need to jump down.
As Sharpe can easily free himself from the ice on the ground, and it's pretty trivial. Well, actually, once it dies, the ice around everyone's feet would just melt. But yeah, you guys successfully defeat the dragon. And you would see in the little pile of water, there is an ornate glowing red gem. But that is a time for next time. On Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon, fuck the dragon. No, I checked. No come. No fucking the dragon. It's not really
Dragon
real.
Ball
I mean,
Z.
it would make sense that at worst the simulacrum is going to be infertile, even if it can come.
Damn it.
Yeah, even it. I was just gonna say like Lance would be a bit